13th of November was the third day of the Conference of Parties, the 29th Conference of Parties in Baku. This was the end of the World Leaders Summit. In that regard, there were a number of side events, high-level sessions, including some announcements. Of course, among all of them, the one that was relevant for the LGMA constituency was the Baku-Belem roadmap in terms of the announcement of the multi-sectoral action pathways for resilient and healthy cities initiative, which LGMA also endorsed. This was a result of LGMA endorsement came as a result of the press release, which was fully endorsed by now 70 plus partners around the world. And in that statement, we have already announced our support to this initiative with a view that such initiatives of the presidencies should connect the past efforts, but also help us build our way forward to multi-level national climate plans under the CHAMP and the initiatives like urbanization under surge. In that regard, our contributions was delivered by the president of the Committee of the Region, the European Committee of the Regions, and in fact, he was conveying this message through a very powerful LGMA statement and dialogue held in the morning with mayors of Istanbul, Tirana, Governor of Tokyo, Secretary of Environment of Maryland, Multilevel from US, and together with, of course, the Committee of the Regions as well. This event was also complementing our journey of our endorsement. This statement will be open for endorsements until 20th of November, when the Urbanization Ministry will meet. We will also announce additional contributions. Today, LGMA Pavilion was active, dynamic. The Turkish and Azeri ministers were honored our pavilion, together their participation. And in fact, those who are around the corridors of COP29, you can imagine, you can feel that when the heads of states are starting to leave the COP29, it is now filled with more officials who are negotiating and promoting. So both the pavilion rooms are crowded, but also the negotiation rooms are crowded. From the negotiations room, we can also see the first draft of the statements, or the contact group resolutions are coming up. The first thing we have seen was the one on finance, which has a number of good references to direct subnational access, but some of them are in brackets. And we are also following the adaptation related documents. And the day was concluding with the official launch of the Global Climate Action Agenda under the UNFCCC agenda, which was joined by the Environment Secretary of State of Maryland in the US, Serena McIlvaine. On the 14th of November, Thursday, the climate negotiators will start to intensify their work, because this will be the midway for the conclusion of the first week. The technical negotiations should produce their results by Saturday evening, and by the time the draft conclusions should have been ready, and then if there are any pending issues, this will be taken up by the ministers in the second week. And one example of this process is the mitigation work program, which will be discussing the outcomes of the two dialogues in June in Bonn and in Sharm el-Sheikh in October. The first draft text is expected to be released on Thursday. The LGMA had sent a message to all the parties how they can take up and how they can bridge the urbanization ministerial and the mitigation work program. This will be our input to the processes. Outside the negotiations, of course, partners and stakeholders are also using this global convening, as an opportunity to convene their governance bodies and governance meetings. One of these examples is our partner in the LGMA constituency, one of the leading partners of the LGMA constituency under two coalition. Their General Assembly will be held in Baku. There are more than 25 leaders across the world, regional governments, subnational governments, devolved administrations, and we would like to wish them the best of success in their Congress. Another example, some of the pavilions here are also actively using the hybrid technologies. We don't have time. Is a powerful communications platform led by the diversity of business and scientific leaders. And ICLEI president and mayor of Malmö, Katrin Ceme, will be joining. We don't have time, through a virtual connection, which shows that the discussions in Baku is not limited to only those who are present in person, but all the world is possible to contribute. So we will watch out the space and connect you further.